Good evening and thanks for tuning in. I'm Jenna Budell with the WJTS News. A Scholes man has been arrested on rape charges. In January, Indiana State Police detectives started an investigation into an allegation of rape involving a female victim and 33-year-old Waylon Weiniger. An arrest warrant for Weiniger was put out on March 20th and he was located and taken into custody. Weiniger was booked into the Martin County Jail on a level 3 felony count of rape. A traffic stop in Martin County sent 4 individuals to jail. Last Monday, Martin County Sheriff's officers stopped a vehicle with an equipment violation. Officers had a canine conduct a free air sniff on the vehicle, which ended up officers finding meth, Schedule 3 and 4 drugs, marijuana, hypodermic needles, and paraphernalia. The following were arrested on numerous drug charges. 19-year-old Kendra Burton of Washington, 26-year-old Michael Hooser of Washington, 27-year-old Carol Brock of Odin, and 28-year-old Damon Meek of Branchville. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Du Bois County recorded 1 new case of COVID-19 on Monday. The countywide total of COVID-19 cases is 5,998. 113 residents have lost their lives since the start of the pandemic. The county's 7-day rolling average for all positive tests is 3.6%. To see a breakdown of the county's COVID-19 cases by age group and for more information, visit coronavirus.in.gov. More Hoosiers are now fully vaccinated against the novel coronavirus. As of Monday, 954,578 Hoosiers have been fully vaccinated. To schedule a vaccination, visit ourshot.in.gov. If you're 40 or older, you are now eligible for a COVID-19 vaccination. The Indiana State Department of Health says that Hoosiers 40 and up can get their COVID-19 shot starting Monday. This adds over 400,000 people to Indiana's eligibility list. Over 900,000 people have been vaccinated in Indiana. FEMA is helping with funeral expenses for those who have passed away due to COVID-19. Under the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2021 and the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, FEMA will provide financial assistance for COVID-19 related funeral expenses incurred after January 20th of 2020. FEMA will begin to implement COVID-19 funeral assistance and will start accepting applications in April. To be eligible for funeral assistance, the death must have occurred in the United States, including the U.S. territories and the District of Columbia. The death certificate must indicate the death was attributed to COVID-19. The applicant must be a U.S. citizen, non-citizen national, or qualified alien who incurred funeral expenses after January 20th of 2020. There is no requirement for the deceased person to have been a U.S. citizen, non-citizen national, or qualified alien. To learn more, visit FEMA.gov. The state is looking for more ways to support schools through the COVID-19 pandemic. Senate Enrolled Act 2 was passed out of the General Assembly this week. Senate Enrolled Act 2 would provide 100% of the state's per student funding for students at brick and mortar public schools who have gone to virtual instruction for part or all of the 2020-2021 academic year, so long as those students weren't already learning virtually prior to COVID-19. Under current law, public schools receive 85% of the per student state funding for any student who receives at least half of their education virtually. SEA 2 now moves to Governor Holcomb for final consideration. The Indiana Percussion Association held their state prelims, Percussion Scholastic B State Finals, and their Win State Finals this past Saturday, and the scores are in. These competitions were held at Avon High School as well as Center Grove High School. Locally, the Springs Valley Winds secured first place in Win Scholastic A competition with a score of 85.7, beating out 5 other schools. In Percussion Scholastic A competition, Vincent's Indoor Percussion sealed a spot at second place with with a score of 89.65. Pike Indoor Percussion placed 10th with a score of 83.9, and Knox Percussion Ensemble placed 11th with a score of 81.65. In Percussion Scholastic B competition, Washington Indoor Percussion placed 3rd with a score of 79.1. Springs Valley Percussion Ensemble placed 8th with a score of 72.5. To view all the scores from this past weekend, head to indianapercussion.org. Jasper's 18th annual Chalk Walk Arts Festival has its date set. The annual Arts Fest will take place on Saturday, June 5th on the square in downtown Jasper from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. If it so happens to rain, the Chalk Walk will take place on June 12th. Here, artists of all ages and skill sets can take some chalk and create artwork on the sidewalks of the square. In conjunction with Chalk Walk, the next act will be showing the original 1951 film Alice in Wonderland. More information on that will be released as the event gets closer. Visit thenextact.org for more information. Indiana lawmakers continue to walk toward a showdown with Governor Holcomb over his emergency powers. An Indiana Senate panel last week approved the plan to have lawmakers weigh in on any emergency order the governor issues. The plan does not limit how many emergency orders the governor can issue, but it does allow lawmakers some say. The governor has warned that any limit on his emergency power could hurt the state's response to the next emergency. It's not clear just when the full Senate will vote on the plan. The Du Bois County Chamber of Commerce will be hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony to welcome the newly built Program Center and expanded Wellness Center addition to the Tri-County YMCA. The ceremony will be held on March 29th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time at 131 East 16th Street in Ferdinand. Tri-County YMCA serves Du Bois, Perry, and Spencer counties. This new addition adds another 50% in size to the YMCA. The YMCA is driven by community needs, guided by community volunteers, and open to all. For more information, visit tricountymca.org or find them on Facebook or follow them on Facebook as well. Attendees must wear masks at all times and follow social distancing guidelines. If you're not feeling well, please opt to stay at home. Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center in Jasper has released the names of the top 6 physicians nominated for the 9th Annual Outstanding Physician Award. Dr. Adam Dawkins, Dr. Isaac Gatewood, Dr. Eric Hartman, Dr. Frank Hopkins, Dr. Joshua Leonard, and Dr. Kristen Werney are this year's nominees. The recipient will be announced on April 6th. The award is based on outstanding job performance reflecting Memorial Hospital's mission statement and core values of respect for human dignity, compassionate caring, stewardship, quality, and justice. In order to be nominated, a physician must be classified as a member of the hospital's medical staff for at least 12 months and be in good standing with the medical staff. Now stay tuned, weather and sports are still to come on WJTS News.